So Machiavellians, which I classify this government as a Machiavellian, it's very evident. They prioritize short-term goals. This is really evident within the economy right now. They don't make long-term investments that will benefit younger generations. The goal that they've got is to get into power, cause as much as damage as they can, but again, cause us damage, but give them benefits and profit, right? So this is the catch here. Yes, the majority of the British population is struggling to survive, but at the same time, they are making abnormal profits, which means that they are making a lot of money on the side, and we are struggling, and we've got no jobs, we've got no prospects, we've got no place to live, we've got nothing left. And this is the situation, and that's the goal, because they have got short-term goals and ideas and Machiavellian approaches that will cause as much as damage as possible and not give anything back. And also, of course, when you're talking about younger generations, is long-term projects, right? Invest in education, health system, mental health, increase job prospects, right? Give funding for investment in terms of entrepreneurship for young entrepreneurs. All of that stuff's long-term investment. And because this government doesn't think long term, they are very short term, and that's the problem. They don't serve the younger generations. It contradicts with their short term agenda, and that's the thing. If you're a younger voter voting for the current government, you're just doing a terrible thing, because they don't have you long term plan in their agenda. So why would you vote for a party or for people who don't really care about your long term agenda, right? Just think wiser. Another thing that I've experienced myself as well is lack of transparency. You see, nowadays, the government employees do not use their surnames anymore, right? Everyone is using their first name, so they're just hiding their identity. So, which is something is really concerning. I thought maybe they're doing that for safety, but it's not. Of course, nobody wants to be associated with this government that's Machiavellian, right? Nobody wants to be associated with people that are destroying people's lives. Nobody wants to be associated with people that are increasing poverty in the country. Nobody wants to be associated with a government that's increasing interest rates so people can't pay their mortgages. They're probably going to have to start selling their houses. Possibly some of them will become homeless. Nobody wants to be associated with a government that has no economic plans for the UK. You see, there's so many problems, and I'm not even talking about everything. There's so many other problems, foreign problems, long term economic models that we don't have, right? Or plans that we haven't got, right? So this is the situation. So nobody wants to be associated with that. So they removed their surname. So now you can't even identify people, which is something that's really concerning. And that's just also a Machiavellic approach. So it's carefully designed so you cannot find out who is dealing with your case, right? You cannot find out who is that person, because of course they are lacking transparency, right? And also in speeches, in conferences, in interviews, you see they are always deviating everything. They never answer the question. It's a Machiavellian approach, and they are using that intentionally. It's being designed by them to create that confusion and not to answer any questions. It's also to hide the identity so they cannot be tracked down if they're doing something that's not right against the population. I hope you understand that. And when you see that yourself, remember, it's Machiavellian approach. So they're doing that intentionally. So then it's very difficult for you to complain. It's very difficult for you to find justice. And then again, that's completely against democratic rules.